Hi, hello, welcome to Vlogmas Day. Welcome to my face. I'm Lauren. I am actually doing Vlogmas where I guess the weather, don't wear pants and eat loads of crumpets. So if you want to check it out. Tomorrow you're going to get a double Vlogmas, but today is a Videomas. Oh, why did my wall just click? Today I am answering your festive, I think they're festive Christmas Q&A questions. I'm going to really try my best to just do this in one, so I don't have a lot of editing to do, but I don't reckon that'll be possible. So we'll, we live in hope. There are workmen working in the house today, drilling, sawing, and generally shouting. So if you hear that, I apologise. What's an unpopular opinion you have about Christmas? Oh, I love this question. So Christmas cake is incredibly overrated. Creamed parsnips, which we always have on our Christmas dinner, incredibly underrated. Michael Bublé, incredibly overrated. What's your favourite Christmas tradition your family had growing up? I always really enjoyed how we opened our presents. So we would have like a small stocking. Me and my brother would have them, and my mum and dad would do each other a stocking. I know, so cute. And we would open our stockings in the morning, but then we would keep our presents until after dinner. We might be able to open a few in the day, like a couple in the day, like small ones, but then we'd save them generally till after dinner, which was normally about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it wasn't like a mad rush in the morning, all of the presents are opened, and within half an hour it's like, oh, what now? So I think I really liked that, the separation of the time, because it made us more appreciative of the day as well, and like appreciating each other rather than just like, let's do presents. It was more about the family than about the gifts, which I've always just really loved. I honestly get bored over Christmas, and I know it sounds terrible. Do you? Do I get bored over Christmas? No, I have a very small family, so we normally just have something Christmas Day, and that's about it. Like, I don't really have a lot of things to go to. Obviously this year, none, pretty much. So I don't get bored. I have that thing that we all do between Christmas and New Year where you don't know what day it is, but then we've all had that kind of year where you don't know what day it is, so no. I don't get bored very easily, like as a human. I don't normally get bored, so no. So sending you lots of things to do. Just watch my videos if you're bored. Does anyone else nap on Christmas Day? I've never been a napper on Christmas Day. Probably would, but generally we have my grandma. I don't think we're going to be able to have her around this year, but generally we have my grandma around for Christmas Day. So I've got to be on like full alert. My mum and dad are normally doing the dinner, so I like to play board games, play cards with my grandma. My brother, if he's there, they alternate. My brother and his sister-in-law, no, my brother and my sister-in-law, so my brother and his wife, alternate between our parents and her parents. So last year they were at ours, so we got to play lots of games during Christmas Day, which was great. Obviously things are going to be different this year. Does anyone in the world still drink eggnog? I think I had eggnog once, and the texture reminded me of phlegm, so I do not drink eggnog. Best and worst gift? Great question. I think worst gift was from my aunt, and she got me a moisturiser that had a finger swipe out of it. That was probably the worst gift. Oh, that's probably mean of me to say, but it was terrible. Why did she? No, I'm joking. She probably just like needed to moisturise her hands in the car. I'm just like, no, it would have been wrapped. I don't know what happened. But something intercepted that gift. Best gift. Oh my God, I remember years ago, my dad managed to get us like when computers kind of, not first came out, but when, yeah, kind of like when the internet started becoming a thing. So years ago, I'm showing my age. My dad managed to like rack us up this computer, and we got Tetris on it, and it was just the best gift. It was like, yeah, it was Tetris on the computer, and me and my brother just played it all freaking day for the next like however many years, and it was just brilliant. Fave gift you received as a kid? I remember my mum used to get me the My Little Ponies, and she got me one year. It was purple and it had lilac hair and it had wings on it, and I loved that thing. I absolutely loved it. Like my mum and dad, obviously I was young. I was probably about 5 or 6, and my mum and dad used to move the pony around at night, and they would say, did she fly? And I'd run in, I'd be like, she flew, and I thought she actually flew at night. I mean, I was so naive. Like, I still am quite naive. I went on about this pony so much. My mum was at school picking me up, and one of the other mums came up to her and was like, where did you get this flying pony from? And mum was like, it's just a normal pony. We just move it. And she was like, and her kid was like the mature one in the class. So she probably was like, what an idiot about me. But I was like, it flew. So I was happy. What's the most random thing your mum has ever got you for Christmas? My mum is the queen of random presents. She normally always gets me a pack of chewing gum, just like as a stocking present. She is like the queen of disguising presents as well. So like, say she got you something small, this is complete dedication. She'll like wrap it up in an egg, empty egg box, and like one year she put like nuts in the box, so when you shake it, it rattles and it throws you off the scent. I think this is because me and my dad are really good at guessing what the presents are and ruining all the fun. So she started like completely masking the presents. So I think, last year I think the most random thing I got was a loofah. It's like this long scourer that I like do my back with. Do you and your relatives make each other presents? Since we're grown, we stopped, and it's one of the best decisions we ever made. No stress, no hassle, just being merry and enjoying each other and food. I just love that so much. Every single year, my dad will say, don't get me anything, which I just ignore and do get him things. We've never been like a massively present-orientated family. Like, we'll get a few small things, and since my brother and I are older, it's less, which is really good, because obviously, you know, we live in a society now where if you want something, you either save for it and get it, or you just get it. So nobody really needs anything, which, don't get me wrong, is an amazing position to be in. But we're not a family that goes above and beyond and is like gluttonous with presents. I would love though to just be like, no presents, or just like a Secret Santa kind of thing. That would be really cool. Like a small budget Secret Santa present, but like something that is actually usable rather than just like some crap. But no, I'm very impressed with you and your family for doing that, and I hope you have an amazing Christmas. Do you enjoy Christmas? I do. It's a strange one. I feel that it's completely overrated, and there's just so much stress involved with Christmas, not necessarily with my family, but just in the world, and build up, and it just is over so fast, and it feels like a lot of pressure, a lot of negative emotions, all for, you know, Christmas Day. I do enjoy the Christmas spirit though. I do enjoy that. I love mulled wine, I love Christmas lights, I love decorations. Yeah, I do enjoy Christmas. I enjoy Christmas. What's your ideal Christmas? So my ideal Christmas is probably my normal Christmas, which is I normally stay over at my mum and dad's house Christmas Eve night. So I'll go over to their house, probably see one of my friends Christmas Eve. Oh my God, one year, Fiona and I, we got so drunk. She ended up going to Christmas Day Mass drunk in the morning. That was not a great year. I don't normally get hangovers though, so I was fine, but she was not great. So wake up in the morning, obviously. Normally my mum and dad wake me up nowadays, like about 9:30 or so. My dad will get up earlier and put the turkey on. Good dad. And when me and my brother were younger, we'd sit at the end of my mum's bed and open our stockings. But obviously I don't fit at the end of the bed anymore, or I'd be like falling off, and it just wouldn't be fun. So normally I like wrap up in some comfies, drag a chair in. Normally, obviously my brother now is with his wife and now baby, so it's just me. That's makes me sadder than I want to admit. Oh, that was unexpected. Lump in my throat. This is bizarre because I feel really lucky and privileged to be telling you our routine, and I don't want it to come across as gloating in any way. I just kind of want to share. Well, I've been asked, so I'm sharing. We always have Belgian waffles for Christmas morning. My dad normally chops up strawberries, raspberries, blueberry, mashed banana, and we normally have 3 types of cream. So this is my mum's doing. She's the cream queen. Double cream, so like the runny one, clotted cream, and then squirty cream. So you've got a cream trio. That's breakfast. 2 waffles that are about this size, which obviously because they're sweet, that's enough. And then my mum and dad don't get each other presents. They just do each other a stocking, which is normally in like a Tesco bag. It's not like a proper like stocking, it's just like bag for life. Yeah, so that's lovely. We open our presents. Then we normally go, I say normally, we didn't do this last year, go to our friend's house, Geraldine, who has a daughter called Grace, who is a day older than Louis, so she's like been a sister to us since we were young. We normally go over to hers for just like, oh God, this sounds so like posh. I didn't really realise it until I'm saying it out loud. It's a bit strange. We normally go over for Bellinis with smoked salmon and champagne. Oh yeah, Bellinis, smoked salmon, champagne. Obviously, I'm normally driving on Christmas Day, so I don't drink, or I have like 1 glass and it's in the morning. And then Mum and I go and pick up my grandma. So we'll go to the home that she's in, pick her up, say hi to the residents, say hi to the staff, wish everyone Merry Christmas. Then we bring grandma back. Dad's normally doing the food. We'll maybe have a present, we'll play some games. We normally try to eat around 1:30. My grandma doesn't eat too late. Then we play some more games. Grandma normally has a nap. And it's amazing to have my grandma with us. We nearly lost her. Oh, crying again. Yeah, we nearly lost her like 6 years ago. It was really bad. My window's blooming open. Let me shut this. And so every single year is just a blessing. We're just really so grateful to have her here still, and still playing all the games and beating us at cards, and it's just so lovely. So to help Mum out and so that she can have a drink on Christmas Day, I don't drink, so I am the taxi for my grandma later in the evening. So my grandma will normally have a nap, and then we'll wake up, sometimes have a mince pie in the evening. Then I take her home about 6:30, 7, and generally I'll go home after that as well. And we'll play games, and yeah, it's just a really relaxed, nice, chilled day. That's my ideal Christmas. I think it's because I've never really had anything different. It's been like the same thing every year. And obviously we'll miss my grandma this year. I'd much rather her stay in the home and stay well rather than risking anything. But however many minutes in, and I've already nearly cried twice. Merry Christmas, everyone. What's your favourite Christmas memory? When we were really young, I'd say until like age 5, my mum used to give us a candlelit bath on Christmas Eve, which kind of sounds a bit weird now, but it just, it was just like our little thing. It was all like magical. And then we put a little carrot out for Rudolph and Christmas pie out for Santa. No, mince pie out for Santa. And that was a really lovely Christmas memory. We obviously don't do that now because that'd be really freaking weird. What kind of outfit do you wear on Christmas Day? So I used to always dress up nicely, but then I get cold. So I'm like, what's the point? I'll just be in comfies all day. I try and do my makeup, but last year I wore just a hoodie and my camo trousers. And then I saw my sister-in-law and she was like, well, we were gonna make an effort, but you don't on Christmas Day. So we just thought, what's the point? And I was like, oh, sorry. Given all of the restrictions in place, how have you found Christmas shopping? Gift ideas, please. Well, I haven't started my Christmas shopping yet, so don't tell anyone. I'm gonna do it all online. Which I probably should start now. Probably should. After this, I'm gonna start after this because I haven't done anything. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. My brother sent me a link of something he wants, which is great. Actually, I know what I'm getting my mum and dad. I'm getting them electric toothbrushes because they really want them and they've been saying it for years, and that's what they're getting. Don't tell them. Thanks. What's your favourite Christmas pudding? Mine's Classic Walls Viennetta. I haven't had a Viennetta in years. Oh, with the absolutely amazing swirls in it. What's my favourite Christmas pudding? I mean, now it's those where's the box? Oh, it's hidden under that. Lebkuchen. I don't really know what the options are. What are some Christmas desserts? Mince pie and cream, or like something to do with Baileys. I love Baileys. Stollen? I'm just naming things now. What's your favourite Christmas carol? I love these questions, by the way, very varied. I'm not even skipping any, because sometimes you get a lot of the same ones, but these are very good, well done. Little Drummer Boy by the Jackson 5. The Jackson 5 album is so precious to our family, and my dad would always put it on when we were decorating the tree. So yeah, anything from that album is very close to my heart. What's your favourite / funniest childhood memory? Christmas memory? Funniest? Oh yeah, so one year, this was when my grandma lived in her flat. She never drinks ever, and in the morning she'd had what she thought was like a honey drink, but turns out it was honey wine, and she came to us like quite sloshed, and it was just so funny because normally she doesn't drink. She was like, but actually she just slept most of the day, so that probably wasn't great. Yeah, that was just a bit bizarre, I suppose. Here we go. So years ago, me and a friend of mine, I think we were probably like 11 or 12, we went Christmas caroling, and not far from our houses, and we started singing. We knocked at this big house, started singing. Thought we did really well. Obviously, you know my singing abilities, so it obviously was not great. I can't remember what song it was we were singing. And the man at the end went, "What key was that?" I was like, C sharp? Obviously, no idea. And he was like, "It sounded like B flat." I was like, oh. So he did not give us money, and we walked away. That's funny, isn't it? Christmas caroling. I'm not sure where you're from in the world, if it's still a thing, but it's so not a thing here anymore. Like, you'd never get carolers going door to door making money. Well, not where I'm from anyway, not in Harlesden. Will you be eating plant-based this Christmas? I will try my best to eat as plant-based as possible. Not on Christmas, for Christmas meal though. Those 3 types of cream are going in. I'm gonna have turkey. I'm gonna have pigs in blankets. But apart from that, I'm gonna cut down. I think I've, obviously I had chicken today, but I had chicken today. I think I've cut down enough this year that it's all right to eat a bit of ugly turkey. Favourite Christmas food? My dad's roast potatoes are. Everyone says it, don't they? My mum's this, my dad's this, whatever. My dad's roast potatoes are banging. So amazing. I just love the combination of all of it, the whole dinner. I just think it's great. Turkey is pretty pants, isn't it? But it's just what you do on Christmas. We're not really a family for like overeating and like loads of snacky bits, which is annoying because I love snacky bits. Like I would love, like for instance, I know that other families do a buffet on Boxing Day of like cold meats and cheeses and stuff. I'd love that, but we just have never done that. So if you could tell my mum, please, that'd be great. How does Christmas make you feel in general? It's weird. A couple of Christmases ago, I think it was the first Christmas I was living in my other studio when I first moved out, and it was really overwhelming the first Christmas. I cried a lot because it just felt so different, even though I was obviously at my parents' on Christmas Day. I find Christmas equal parts of happy, sad, mostly happy. Yeah, it's just a big time for reflection, isn't it? And overall, I do like Christmas. Yeah, I'm not really a Christmas Scrooge. Do you go to a service of some kind? I'd like to do that this year, if, you know, depending on restrictions. I did actually go to a Christmas carol service a few years ago on my own. It was at a time when I was really low, and I think it was about 4 years ago, and I just went to a Christmas carol service. But then we were all singing, and there was this woman filming, and this is incredibly evil, so this is my sense of humour down to a T, and the fact I did this in a church just says how awful of a person I am. She was stood in front of me filming, and I started singing out of tune on purpose so that it would get in her video. Like, if I know I'm going straight down, it's happening. I don't mean to offend any religious people here, but I just found it incredibly funny. And the most surprising thing was I didn't get burnt down at the door. I would like to go to something this year. Actually, that's a point. Lauren, I might be seeing my best friend Lauren for a couple of days before Christmas, and she said something about going to a mass of some kind. Yeah, because a month ago or so, Mum and Dad were really ill. And they're fine now, they're better, well, 95% better. And I'm not going to go into it, but they're fine. And I know that a few of you are worrying because I kind of mentioned it and I haven't spoken about it in the vlog. And I found myself praying, which for me is a big step, I think. I felt a bit of a hypocrite because of the whole singing in church thing. I did actually used to go to church, but that was just to sing because I thought I was really good. Not, oh my God, I'm just a terrible human. So to answer your question, I would like to say sorry. What age did your mum, aka Father Christmas, stop giving you presents? What do you mean? Father Christmas is real. I've thought of a funny story. So years ago, when I was probably about 5 or 6, my mum and dad on Christmas Eve were trying to teach me how to read the time on an analogue clock. So not difficult at all, but apparently I struggled with it. And my mum was like, because I notoriously, as all kids do, got up so early Christmas morning, so excited. And mum was like, you can't, if the clock says anything higher than 7 here, you're not allowed to come into us. You're only allowed to come into us and wake us up when it says 7 something, like not earlier. I think it was 7 or was it 8? I think it was 7 because 7 even for a child is quite a long time to wait. And in the morning, I looked at the clock and it said 7 and I ran inside to Mum and Dad's room like, he's been, wake up. Mum turned over and realised it was 3:37. She was like, get out. When did you find out Santa isn't real? So this is embarrassing. I found out Santa isn't real when I was about 11. And my mum, I remember it so clearly. My mum was ironing and I think I was about to go into secondary school. So it was about the time that I was going to get absolutely ridiculed if anyone knew that I still believed. It's actually really lovely that I believed for so long because so many kids, especially nowadays, have it taken away too quickly. The magic. And I remember my mum was ironing and she was like, I need to talk to you. And I was like, what?